on, I went to look at the time and it was 9:45, which is 9 reflects 9. And that is a lot of what we were talking about. So getting the messages loud and clear. There was a comment on one of the last time, part one, and for some reason I couldn't find it. So if you guys go and you find it, let me know. But I think it was from Cheryl, and she was saying that instead of maybe it being just seven reflects the seven, that we add the other seven at the top for the one to the two to the three. And I was like, okay, that's really interesting. So she was saying 777 888 999. Well, what's really crazy is if you add those, 777 is a 21, which is a 3, and then 888 is a 6, and then, of course, 999 is a 9. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've just done all these posts around 369 and how if you reverse it, it becomes the God code or the expression of source 963, the frequency that is transcribed in our DNA. So I took that just a little bit deeper. And yesterday morning, I woke up, and for the last week, I've been having, and you guys let me know if you're having this too, because it's a little cray cray. I have been feeling like my body is just not, no matter what I do, it's not being nourished. And I was talking with Angie and I was telling her that I feel like now more than ever, it's time to bring in the transverse element. You guys are going to learn about that this week. There's going to be something coming out on the lunar eclipse on Friday. So stay tuned for that. So yesterday morning, I woke up and I got just do my green drink and do it all day long. So I did it all day long, but I was told to put the transverse element in my green drink. I actually have it right here, and I'm drinking it today too. I think I'm going to do it one more day. And yesterday, I started feeling that reversal. So the 369 shifting to the 963. Or for those of you that have been in ohm codes or you know the inside out, my body started turning inside out. So my cells, I started to see the coding happen in the nutrients being turned on a DNA level. And you guys know this is a passion of mine. I've been waiting for this to happen for such a long time, and I want to honor it because something really big is happening, and I hope you're feeling it too. So let me know if you're feeling it. So the equation, I think, oh, I'm getting major chills. Okay, so the message so far is that it's time to really go in deep and transcend the matter, which form what we experience in that two-strand DNA, and start turning on these codes of nutrients. And one of the easiest ways to do that is I'm going to start using the transverse element, and there will be an opportunity, but I feel like let's talk about what the transverse element is, first of all, for those of you that maybe don't know. I was given the transverse element, I think it was like 2018. And it was funny because I did a show on with Laura and Gailey about the transverse element way back then. And there was a few people that really gravitated to it, but it wasn't time. And that's the biggest message I got yesterday, is that now is the time, because people are ready both consciously, but also that the body is ready. And before, it was only ready for a few people. So the transverse element is an element that is feeding more, you could say, the light body, the quantum body. It's those other 10 strands of DNA. It's feeding the transition from form to spirit or to light. And because our body is so dependent on nutrients in order to get the energy. The transverse element is doing that inside out, where it's shifting energy as being an expression from our DNA. How cool is that? And I don't even know if I understood the transverse element at the level that I'm starting to understand it now. So I'm super excited to share that in the Galactic Retreat that's coming up in April. So definitely check that out, because that's when we'll be using the transverse element. So let's get back to Rob's equation. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's definitely time to go through the transition and using the DMT codes. And I'm actually going to pull out my card, because I am more obsessed with this card than I ever have been. Oh, you know what? I have it in the other room because I just used it for a coaching session. Well, okay, so never mind, not using that. But if you have your copper card, start playing around with 369963. And I even am seeing it on the evolution symbol. So it would start, the three would start not at the top, but over at the other side. So it would go 369. So the 9 is at the bottom. And then go 963. And just play with it and see what happens. Those of you that are in a membership, I am totally changing what I was going to do a little bit, because I want to do something with these codes and do a little ascension process. So I'm super excited for that. But gosh, let me know. Let me know what you're getting with all of these equations. Thank you, Cheryl, for sharing, and everyone for sharing, because this is where we get to go deeper into it, right? Reflection is the most magical thing when we use it in the right way, because we can see things that we weren't able to see without each other, right? And that's why our community is so, so amazing, is that we're open and we're so willing to put it all out there and rearrange it and see what it is. And I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. I feel, oh, I'm getting chills again. I just really feel like there's some sort of like takeoff time. And so if you want to join me in any way, all I'm doing, I could go over and grab it, but I'm using a raw greens organic superfood, and I'm just going to do it for 48 hours. I think I thought I was only going to do it one day, but I woke up this morning going, nope, you're going to do it again. So as I'm absorbing, I just put it with water, and I add some lemon juice to it. And so I'm drinking it. Yesterday I did it 5 times. So 5 times, and I'm drinking a lot of lemon juice in between, but I'm coating it. So I'm coating it with the 369963, so that I'm turning it inside out. And then I'm asking that my body activate the frequency of nutrients, so that my ascended body can start to activate the energy. It's not even that it's receiving energy, it's activating the energy, so that the energy is actually coming from our DNA and not from outside of ourselves. So really sit in what that would mean, because it's kind of cool. I mean, I think it is. Let me know if you think it is. All right. Well, I think that's it. For those of you that are on live tomorrow at 2 o'clock my time. So that would be 4 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to see Christian in Denver, and we're going to do a live interview. So definitely join us for that. It will be so amazing. All right. I love you guys.